Hello guys, we have come to Jejuri, so let's see Jejuri. Come on.
Jejuri is a city and a municipal council in the Pune district of Maharashtra, India. Khandoba Mandir is an important Hindu temple to the Hindu Lord Khandoba, one of the most visited Tirtha, holy places in Maharashtra. Khandoba is a clan god for many Maharashtrian castes and communities, beloved as a god who grants wishes. His wives Mahalsa and Banai represent their caste groups, the Lingayat Vanya of Karnataka and the nomadic shepherds, the Dhangar tribe. The temple is dedicated to Khandoba, also known as Mahalsakant or Malhari Martand or Mailalinga. Khandoba is regarded as the god of Jejuri, and is held in great reverence by the Dhangars. The temple was the site of a historic treaty between Tarabai and Balaji Bajirao on the 14th of September 1752. Every Somavati Amavasya, new moon that falls on a Monday, devotees of Khandoba gather at the Jejuri temple with tons of turmeric, smearing it on each other and throwing it around amid energetic singing and dancing. The temple town is known as Sonyachi Jejuri, Golden Jejuri, because of this colorful celebration. Jejuri Khandoba temple can be easily divided into two separate sections, the Mandap and Garbhagrai.
So we are here in Jejuri. Let's go in.
In 1739, Chimaji Appa, a general of the Maratha Empire and brother of Peshwa Bajirao, defeated the Portuguese in the Battle of Vasai. After the war, Chimaji Appa and his Maratha soldiers took 38 church bells from there as memorabilia and installed them in 34 Hindu mandirs of Maharashtra. They installed one of these bells in Khandoba's mandir, where it remains to this day. Every Somavati Amavasya, new moon that falls on a Monday, devotees of Khandoba gather at the Jejuri temple with tons of turmeric, smearing it on each other and throwing it around amid energetic singing and dancing. The temple town is known as Sonyachi Jejuri, Golden Jejuri, because of this colorful celebration. Jejuri is located at 18.28 degrees north, 74.17 degrees east, 15. It has an average elevation of 718 meters, 2,355 feet, mean sea level. Jejuri has lime deposits. The historic Shaniwar Wada fort, the central seat of Maratha Empire at Pune, was completed in 1732 by the famed Peshwa Bajirao I, at a total cost of 16,110 rupees, with lime mined from the lime belts of Jejuri.
So we have done the darshan of Jejuri. Now let's go. So we have come to Shri Mayureshwar Mandir, Ganpati Mandir. So let's go in.
Shri Mayureshwar Mandir or Shri Mayureshwar Temple is a Hindu temple, mandir, dedicated to Ganesha, god of wisdom. It is located in Morgaon in Pune district, about 65 kilometers away from Pune city in the Indian state of Maharashtra. The temple is the starting and ending point of a pilgrimage of 8 revered Ganesha temples called Ashtavanayaka. Morgaon is the foremost center of worship of the Ganapatya sect, which considers Ganesha as the supreme being. A Hindu legend relates the temple to killing of the demon Sindura by Ganesha. The exact date of building of the temple is unknown, though the Ganapatya saint Morya Gosavi is known to be associated with it. The temple flourished due to the patronage of the Peshwa rulers and descendants of Morya Gosavi.
Hello guys, good morning. We have been staying in Sagar Sai. Yesterday we have been late, so we have to stay in Sagar Sai. So we are going to Kolhapur now. Let's go.
Ambabai Temple, also known as Mahalakshmi Mandir, is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lakshmi, who is believed to reduce there as Supreme Mother Mahalakshmi and is worshipped by locals as Ambabai. Mahalakshmi is the consort of Vishnu, and it is customary among Hindus to visit Tirumala Venkateswara Temple, Kolhapur Mahalakshmi Temple and Padmavati Temple as a yatra pilgrimage. It is believed that visiting these temples as a pilgrimage helps achieve moksha. The temple belongs architecturally to the Chalukya Empire and was first built in the 7th century. The temple is referred to in multiple Puranas. There is evidence to show that the Konkan king Kamadeo, Chalukyas, Shilahara, Yadavas of Devagiri dynasties visited this city.
Hello friends, we have come to Kolhapur in Mahalakshmi temple. Let's see.
Adi Shankaracharya also visited. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj ruled this area, and they also visited the temple regularly. In 109 CE, Karnadev cut off the jungle and brought the temple to light. The existence goes back to the 8th century, according to Bhandarkar and Khare. Itihasa Chakra indicates that the temple dates back to Mahajanapada times. In the 8th century, the temple sank down due to an earthquake. In the 9th century, Gandhavadik's king extended the temple by building Mahakali Mandir. During 1178 to 1209, in the reign of Raja Jai Singh and Sindhava, South Gate and Atibaleshwar temple were built. In 1218, Yadav king Tolam built Mahadwar and offered jewels to Devi. Further, Shilaharas built Mahasaraswati Mandir. He, being a Jain, got 64 idols carved. It is possible that a new idol called Padmavati was installed at that time. Historian Paul Dundas in his book The Jains mentions that Mahalakshmi Temple Kolhapur was a Jain temple. Sheshashri Vishnu, which is an octagonal structure closer to the eastern gate, has a panel of 60 Jain Tirthankaras carvings. Jains worship the idol in the temple as Padmale, or the abode of Padma or Padmavati, an epithet of goddess Lakshmi. Further, in Chalukya times, Ganapati before the temple was installed. In the 13th century, Shankaracharya built Nagar Khana and office, Deepmalas. Later, during the time of Maratha Empire, the temple was repaired. Though many invasions over this part of India have caused some damages of the beautiful idols which are all around the temple.
Hello friends, we have come to Shahu Palace. It is near to the Lakshmi temple in Kolhapur. Let's see.
New Palace. Kolhapur is a palace situated in Kolhapur, in the Indian state of Maharashtra. The palace took 7 years to complete, from 1877 to 1884, costing about 7 lakhs of rupees. 2. Being an excellent specimen of Indian architecture built in black polished stone, it has been an attraction for tourists. It has extensive premises with a garden, fountain and wrestling ground. The whole building is 8-angled and has a tower in the middle. The clock on it was fixed in 1877. At separate distances there are small towers. On every glass are painted the events of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life, the founder of Maratha Empire. There is a zoo and a ground lake. Even today, it is the residence of Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaja, the direct descendant of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaja. Man's masterpiece at Kolhapur, however, is the new palace, 1.5 kilometers further north on Bhosingji Road. Completed in the same year as the hospital, this complex presents a novel blend of disparate features in contrasting basalt and sandstone. The principal south facade presents a double-storied range, with neo-Mughal lobed arches beneath and temple-like columns and brackets above. This scheme is interrupted by trefoil arches capped with curving cornices and small domes. The same elements cap the octagonal corner towers. The ground floor of the new palace accommodates the Shahaji Chhatrapati Museum, given over to memorabilia of the Kolhapur rulers. Several tourists from across the country visit the new palace each year. This museum exhibits royal ways of existence. It is dedicated to a fine collection of possessions of Chhatrapatis of Kolhapur like costumes, weapons, games, jewelry, embroidery and paraphernalia such as silver elephant saddles. A letter from the British Viceroy and Governor-General of India is the other memorabilia. There is also one of Aurangzeb's swords at the Shahaji Chhatrapati Museum. One section has stuffed tigers, tiger heads, wild dog, sloth bear, staring wild buffalo, lion, black panther, wild boar, black buck, a number of other deer varieties, and a Himalayan black bear. The Darbar Hall occupies a double-height space in middle of the palace. The side walls display lobed arches filled with stained glass illustrating scenes from the life of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Carved columns with temple-like brackets support the cast iron balcony above. A raised throne is placed at one end of the hall. Photos include one of the Maharaja with his 100th dead tiger, elephant hunts and a series detailing how to train a cheetah.
मयश काय म्हणतो बोल की काहीतरी
काय बोलू भावा
आम्हाला कसा भेटलास तू
तुझा फोन आला कोल्हापुरात आलो बोल
Channel to welcome guys.
Andhar Babari. Whenever an army besieged a fort, their first action was to poison the main water source of the fort. To counter this, Adil Shah commissioned the building of the Andhar Babari, hidden well. This is a 3-story structure, 19, with winding staircases that conceal the well which was the main water source for Panhala fort. There are recesses in the wall so that soldiers can be permanently stationed. Several hidden escape routes in the Andhar Babur lead outside the fort. With its own water source, living quarters and its own exit routes, likely this structure was designed like a fort within a fort with the intention of making it an emergency shelter in case the main fort fell. Kalavanticha Mahal, the courtesan's palace, the name of this building, which is also called Naikini Sajja, literally means courtesan's terrace room. It stands on the east side of the fort close to the rampart. By 1886, it had become a complete wreck with only traces of ornamental work on the ceiling. This was used during the occupation of the fort by the Bahmani Sultanate as a Rang Mahal, residences for the ladies of the court. Ambarkhana. The Ambarkhana, situated in the center of the fort, were 3 granaries built in the Bijpuri style of architecture. They enabled Shivaji to withstand a 5-month siege by Siddhi Johar. It consists of 3 buildings called the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati Kothis. The Ganga Kothi, which was the largest, had a capacity of 25,000 khandis, with one akhandi being 650 lbs. It covers an area of 950 square meters and is 10.5 meters high. Rice, nachni and ware were the major provisions stored. Stairs on both sides lead the top of the buildings. It has 16 bays each with its own flat vault with a hole on top through which grain used to be passed. The eastern entrance has a domed chamber with a balcony and plasterwork of the Bijpuri style. Teen Darwaja. The Teen Darwaja was one of the 3 double gateways of the fort, the others being the Char Darwaza and Wagh Darwaza. The Char Darwaja was destroyed when during the British siege. The Teen Darwaza gate, which is the main entrance to the fort, is located north of the Andhar Babur, on the west side of the fort. It is a double gate with a court in between that has arcades. The outer gate has an ornate chamber on top with decorated eaves. The inner gate from the court is highly decorated with the lintel having finely carved motifs, including one of Ganesh. The latter has been placed by the Marathas during their occupation of the fort. There are 3 Persian inscriptions, one on top and one each on either side. All 3 declare that the gate was built in the reign of Ibrahim Adil Shah I by Malik Daur Aki, son of Minister Ahmad, in 954 AH, 1534 CE.
याच्यातून धान्य आत ओतलं जात होतं हे धान्य कोठ्यामध्ये हे खालचे जे दरवाजे आहेत ना हे सगळे पॅक असतात.
Panahala Fort was built between 1178 and 1209 CE, one of 15 forts, others including Bavda, Budagad, Satara, and Vishalgad, built by the Shilahara ruler Bhoja II. It is said that aphorism Kahan Raja Bhoj, Khan Gangu Teli is associated with this fort. A copper plate found in Satara shows that Raja Bhaja held court at Panhala from 1191 to 1192 CE. About 1209 to 10, Bhaja Raja was defeated by Singhana, 1209 to 1247, the most powerful of the Devgiri Yadavas, and the fort subsequently passed into the hands of the Yadavas. Apparently it was not well looked after and it passed through several local chiefs. In 1376 inscriptions record the settlement of Navapur to the southeast of the fort. It was an outpost of the Bahamanis of Baidar. Mahmud Gawan, an influential prime minister, encamped here during the rainy season of 1469. On the establishment of the Adil Shahi dynasty of Bijapur in 1489, Panhala came under Bijapur and was fortified extensively. They built the strong ramparts and gateways of the fort which, according to tradition, took 100 years to build. Numerous inscriptions in the fort refer to the reign of Ibrahim Adil Shah, probably Ibrahim I, 1534 to 1557.
Hello guys, after Panhala Fort, we have come to Jyotiba Temple. Now we will go.
Jyotiba Temple is a holy site of Hinduism near Wadi Ratnagiri in Kolhapur district of Maharashtra state in western India. The deity of the temple is known by the same name. An annual fair takes place on the full moon night of the Hindu months of Chaitra and Vaishakha. Legend says Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva came together to incarnate as the deity Jyotiba who eventually destroyed the evil Ratnasur. Jyotiba helped Ambabai in her fight with the demons. He founded his kingdom on this mountain, and belongs to the Nath Sampradaya. Lord Jyotiba destroyed Raktabhoja Rakshasa, and Ratnasura Rakshasa, thus liberating the region from their tyranny. The idol of Lord Jyotiba is four-armed. On Chaitra Purnima of Hindu calendar, a big fair is held, when lakhs of devotees come with tall, sasan, sticks. Shri Kshetra Padali, Vihe, Kolhapur Chhatrapati, Himmat Bahadur Chavan, Gwalior Shinde Kiva Navaji Baba are some Sashankadis in this festival. Due to scattering of gulal by the devotees, the entire temple complex appears pink, and even the Jyotiba hill has turned pink, resulting in people referring to the temple as the Pink Temple. Being Sunday as day dedicated to Jyotiba, there is always rush over there.